Yo, what is going on, you guys? This is Gaming with Sal and welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, I want to go ahead and talk about the Blackout mode, in which I won't be covering any sort of updates or news related to the mode or Black Ops 4 in general, but instead I'll be discussing about the top 5 maps that I want to see come back to the Blackout mode that have been maps in past Black Ops titles as well within their multiplayer. Now this video was originally inspired after the addition of Black Ops 2's Hijacked Map around a couple of weeks ago within the map of Blackout. After seeing Hijacked in its original form that it was like back in Black Ops 2, it brought back a lot of memories, and I don't know, I just found it really cool to see them bringing back this map to Black Ops 4 in one shape or form. And then that's basically where I started to get ideas and thoughts about what other maps from the past Black Ops games could also come back to Black Ops 4's Blackout mode. So therefore, let's go ahead and get into my top 5 list of maps that I want to see come back to the Blackout mode, which by the way isn't in any particular order. Just because I talk about a map and it was like the 5th map that I brought up from my list doesn't mean that it's the map I want to see come back the least, or that if I talk about a certain map first, that's the map I want to see come back the most. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the first map that's on my list, and that is the map Launch from Black Ops 1. Now it basically says here that the map Launch is set in the Baikonur Cosmodrome in Kazakhstan, and it features a Russian Soyuz 2 rocket taking off in the background. It also says here that at some point during the game, although on average around the halfway point through a round or match, the rocket will set to launch and basically kill anyone that's located underneath the rocket's engine. Now the main reason why I want to see this map come back is because when we take a look at the Blackout map, right in between Turbine and Factory, there's a lot of open space and also has this sort of desert-like environment. And when we take a look at Launch from Black Ops 1, it also looks like it's set in a desert sort of environment as well. Therefore, I feel like this area of the Blackout map could really use a location such as Launch, since it could fit in well with it, and it will also bring a lot more traffic to the south end of that Blackout map. Because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like a lot of people really don't land on the south side of the Blackout map. I mean, maybe some of you guys who are watching right now do from time to time, but the majority of the player base, at least from what I've seen, either land in the middle or maybe the northern end of the map. So that's just my opinion and from what I've seen, but overall, Launch would really bring back a lot of nostalgia. And on top of that, how cool would it be to see a rocket being launched into the skies in the middle of a Blackout match? I don't know, to me, that would actually be really awesome to see. Moving forward from Launch, let's go ahead and also talk about the next map on my list, and that is Carrier from Black Ops 2. Now it said here that the map is located on a Chinese aircraft carrier and makes for a very tight and close quarters environment for fighting. The reason I feel like that this map can still be brought back into Blackout, especially after the addition of Hijacked, is because there's still a lot of open space when it comes to the waters or ocean of the Blackout map. If you guys go ahead and take a look at the top left corner of the map close to the construction site, you can see that the area still has a lot of open area and a lot of open waters close to the beach. I mean, imagine putting Carrier around that area as a location for Blackout. It would be perfect in my opinion, only because by then we'll have a total of 3 locations that would be in the waters of the Blackout map, and each of them would cover the south end, the middle, and the northern end of the map. Not to mention, Carrier was a pretty decent sized map, and it would give players just more options to land in besides the construction site when it comes to that part of the Blackout map. Now the thing is, a lot of people can argue that bringing back a map like Carrier would maybe overkill the game just a little bit, because we already have a map that has come back from Black Ops 2 and it would just be repeated content. But in my opinion, I don't see that being much of a problem, at least in Blackout, because if you think about it, the mode can be described as one giant love letter to the entire Black Ops franchise. Therefore, this is the mode or place where Treyarch can keep bringing back old maps or old weapons, etc. So if they decided to bring back more old maps from BO1, BO2, BO3 for Blackout, it would actually be awesome to see that versus them bringing back old maps into maybe something like multiplayer. But that's just my take on it. Moving along, let's go to the third map that I would love to see come back, and that is the map Cracked from also Black Ops 1. Now this map is described as the streets of Vietnam, close engagements in and out of war-torn buildings. It also says here that in the middle of the map there are 1 or 2 buildings with a lot of cracked terrain, hence the name Cracked. Basically, this map looks like it has been through a lot, and once again, the environment of this map really fits well with the environment of the south end of the map once again, or even the far east of the map in between Turbine and Asylum. And for this specific map from Black Ops 1, I'm not saying that they need to bring back the entire map of Cracked, but maybe just a small portion of it, like how they did with maps such as Stronghold from Black Ops 3 within Estates, or Fringe when it came to the barn, and I forgot where it's located within the Blackout map, but it's somewhere there in the world of Blackout. So yeah, basically like how they brought back parts of certain maps already into Blackout, they can bring back a certain portion of Cracked and not the entire map. And the part of the map that I want to see come back into Blackout is basically the middle area of Cracked. For those of you guys who remembered playing Black Ops 1, it was sort of the this hill in the middle where we had a part of a building to the right and to the left, and that was basically where like the B flag was located for domination, and just a part of the map where everybody ran to specifically. So what if they go ahead and take that part of the map from Cracked and placed it right in between Asylum and Turbine? Because when running to Asylum from Turbine, there's a hill that players got to go over in order to get to Asylum, and that hill could be replaced or even turned into the hill that I was just talking about from Cracked. I mean, maybe the idea sounds stupid, maybe it doesn't, but to be honest, we've seen parts, like I said, of maps from past Black Ops games already that have come back into the Blackout mode without the entire map returning. So maybe the part of Cracked that I was just talking about could do the same. I don't know. This one might be a very, very unlikely thing to happen in comparison to some of the ideas that I've already shared or I'm about to share, but still wanted to go ahead and share this idea with you guys. Now, for map number 4, I would really like to see Radiation from Black Ops 1 make a comeback as well. Now, this map is said to be in a uranium processing facility in which the map features certain things such as conveyor belts or steel blast doors. Pretty much after looking at this map, I immediately thought of Factory that's already a location in Blackout because of how Radiation also looks like it can be part of a factory or some sort of dig site or construction site for a factory. So basically what I'm trying to say is that Radiation can once again be added into the south side of the map for Blackout near Factory. That way it could bring once again a lot of traffic to that side of the map, and it would just make sense for something like Radiation to be near the location such as Factory. So that's just the idea that I got whenever I was looking at this map from Black Ops 1. And as far as where it could be specifically located, I was thinking maybe between Factory and the Lighthouse, but even then that area could possibly get overcrowded if that were to happen. So not too sure on this one, but regardless, it would be cool to see a map such as this come back since it was also one of the favorites back in Black Ops 1. And finally, for my 5th and final map, yeah, I couldn't really decide what I wanted to do for this one, so I ended up choosing 3 separate maps in my opinion that could tie for this 5th spot on my list. These maps are Hunted from Black Ops 3, Combine from Black Ops 3, and even Drone from Black Ops 2. I chose Hunted because maybe the main middle area of the map could be easily placed in any area of the Blackout map that have a lot of trees or dense forests, since that's where Hunted was also sort of located in. And then I chose Combine because it was just an awesome map in Black Ops 3. And then I finally chose Drone from Black Ops 2 because I thought this was just an underrated map and didn't really get as much love as it possibly deserved. And when I was looking at the Blackout map, I realized that Drone from Black Ops 2 can maybe go well in between Estates and Hydro Dam. Of course, maps like Redwood from Black Ops 3 could also work real well for the same reason as Hunted. And yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of different options are going through my head for that 5th spot. So in a way, I guess number 5 for this list just included bonus maps that made it into this video. But anyways, those are just some of the maps I would love to see come back to the Blackout mode and why. So with that said, let me know what you guys think of my list, and also comment down below of what kind of maps you would personally love to see come back to Blackout. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below, and that's pretty much all I have for you guys in today's video. So if you guys enjoyed it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Links will always be in the description below. Stay safe during the holidays, and until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.